What is up, Jackson 5? It's been a while, boys. Dude, I've been so insanely busy. I've really needed my Thursdays. I'm in a new apartment, so that's pretty fire. Pretty cool. Um, yeah, that was quite a long process. And then I forgot why. It's been 3. What's up? What's up, Mr. ZLM? Oh, fuck, dude. Why did I miss week 1? I can't remember why I missed week 1, but I had something to do, and I can't remember what it was, but it was where stream, brother. Who is this bozo? All right. I do have standings at least. I don't have a graphic, but I do have standings for you guys. So, since we are loading into that, let's or into qualifying. Let me take care of that. And you guys get to see the new transition. You like that shit? You like that shit, boys? All right. So what we have is we have Ayote leading, bro. What are you guys doing? How are you guys letting Ayote lead? You guys are bums. But regardless, so we have Ayote in first with 64 points, 12 points ahead of Burl. Burl, it's nice to see him racing consistently here. Who the hell is Business? Stocks, stock exchange, money go up. What the hell is Business, bro? Supra, I remember him. Derek Gonzalez, your reigning World Driver Champion in 5th. Dude, what a slip in form for this homie. Midge in 6th. ZLM in 7th. Rossum, Thomas, and Snuck Me Bane are very, very different people. Mango, 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 mango. Bingo, bongo. Let's take a look at the constructors. So, constructors, we have Red Bull, 104 points, only 4 points ahead of Kick Sauber, dude. Uh, I guess I should have paid attention to who was on what team. So we have Burl, ZLM, and Thomas who have raced for Kick. I'm assuming Thomas maybe as a reserve, but Red Bull consists of AOC and Midge. Whoa, Derek isn't Red Bull anymore? What has happened, broski? What happened? Ferrari pretty close. McLaren also pretty close. So it's a kind of four-way race right now between the Red Bulls, the Kicks, the Ferraris, and the McLarens. But that pretty much that up to brings that up to date. Before I forget, I need to unmute the game. There we go. Now you guys should be able to hear it. Transition over to it. Let us get started, bro. Let us get started. It's been a while. It's been a really long time. It's been a month, pretty much. Uh, Dan, absolute sweat. He thinks he's esports, starting on the intermediates. What an absolute bum. So we have a kick out, and it is going to be AI Hulkenberg. Why is there an AI out? You guys don't need AI to let somebody into the lobby. What are we doing? Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's been taken control of by Nova, I'm assuming. I can only assume it's about to be Nova. Yeah, I think if you how does this work though? If you do AI, because we never do AI for my lobbies, does that force Nova into a setup? Oh, he's McLaren. So what the hell is Nico Hulkenberg doing out here? Why are we having AI, bro? What the hell? Nico Hulkenberg. Do I even spectate this bum? All right, so we have a V-Carb, Snuck Me Bane. Is gonna be the first to set a flying lap here. Oh my god, he's laggy as all hell. Dude, someone get him a new router. He needs it. I will say though, I am, dude, I should have eaten something before. I'm just an idiot. Um, so I, what the fuck is this? I'm not watching this, dude. Too bad for you. Your internet sucks so much that I'm not even gonna watch it. So who else? A Red Bull? He just came out the pits. We have a Williams. I lied. It's an Alpine. Mikey Tony. Hey, Mikey Tony. I remember this bum. So Mikey Tony first to set a. Okay, not the first, but he's gonna be the one to watch. Uh, first in qualifying. But yeah, I definitely should have eaten, dude, because I don't really. Oh my god, dude, this has just been absolute fucking. So this place is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's a lot closer. So used to in my old apartment, I'd have to drive like 55 minutes to work every like one way and then back. But now I'm like 5 to 6 minutes away, which is fire. It gives me more time in the day. But now I'm kind of bored and I'm trying to do more stuff, right? I'm trying to get more involved in not more involved in my league. I'm already super involved in my league. Why not? six, 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 seven. You guys are fucking stupid. How about we elevate this? Let's make this into French. So that'd be si set, si set, baguette, si set. Mikey Tony, 114, 2 seconds off the pace of Snuck Me Bane. Snuck Me Bane, laggy as all hell. So that doesn't count. That does not count. Uh, is he on intermediate? Bro, what are we doing with all these esport wannabes? Get him out of here. Alright, let's watch Derek Gonzalez at least. Jesus, man. What was I saying? But yeah, so just trying to be more involved in some other stuff and actually like start getting into more diverse content. A little bit of stream from his teammate getting out of the way. But yeah, so I definitely should have gotten to eat something because all I have to eat right now is Takis. I do have pizza in the fridge, like 3 slices left over, but I don't have a microwave in this new apartment. I didn't realize that until like 2 days ago. So that's not ideal. That's not great. That's not very super coolio. New fastest lap 111.9, dude. Jesus, man. Derek said you can eat his di. Anyways, let's watch Rossum. I'm a big. Oh, well, I mean, we could watch Rossum, but he's kind of not there. Nova, we can watch Nova. What's up, Mr. Nova? Novagard. What is Novagard from? I know there's Novgorod. That's Russian. That's a Russian city. What do I know Novagard from? Is that some kind of brand? Purple Sector 1? Nova? Going kind of electric. Isn't there also like a Nova Star? Like Nova Man or something? In Nova. Yes! It's from Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the TV show from like 2010-ish, maybe a little older than that. I'm pretty sure there was a guy named Nova. He could like fly and shit. It's Purple Sector 2. Nova, oh my god. Block this kid, bro. What do you mean? He's cool. He's fun. He's Jackson 5. He's the hee hee. You know, Billie Jean. Actually, that's not true. That's Michael Jackson. Jackson 5 is oh, the game was lying. 112.8. About a second slower than Derek, but Derek is pretty fast. So we'll see what the rest of these guys can do to maybe okay, I'm not watching another fucking intermediate slap. What are we doing? Rossum, please. Yes, Rossum's a normal guy. Jackson 5 is more like don't blame it on the moon. No, don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Blame it on the boogie. What the hell is some STB commentary, bro? This was my first. Dude, Derek has that memory of an elephant. He has that big ol' memory bank. This is the first race I ever commentated for you guys. That is true. That is correct. I do remember now. Who's this cursed products broski? Oh, Hashira. Everybody, give it up for Hashira. He finally figured out how to put a seat together. So the ah! Rossum almost impeded by a Haas. Future dig. What are we doing? But yeah, he finally figured out that, you know, righty tighty lefty loosey. They don't teach him that in the army. I'm just messing with him, bro. Oh. Well, what does STB stand for? You yelling and yeah, I mean that's entirely me, bro. Who are you, Chris Products? Are you in this lobby? Do you just know of the reputation? Does my reputation precede me? What does STB stand for? What is the S? What is the T? What is the B? Suck that bitch. I don't know, bro. Nobody's answered why there's an AI Hulkenberg on track. So I guess that's just it's part of the gimmick. Today's race, singular AI. I don't fucking know. What could SDB stand for? Shut, shake that butt. Yeah. Oh, you're Snuck Me Bane. Let's watch. Oh, he's in the pit. Snuck Me Bane is like twitching all over the place. Mikey Tony pitting. Future dig on a hot lap or just finished one maybe. I think he's starting one. Future dig, future dig. Yes, shake that butt, shake that ass kind of commentary. Ear. Bro, so let me tell you what. For those of you who have actually been with another person, or you know, for most of us who are straight males, been with another woman, twerking is like activated with the same muscles that you would use for the motion in the ocean. Hashi can probably back it up. Uh, back me up. Where it's the same kind of motions. And let me demonstrate. You guys can't see, but you know, let me demonstrate so I can like further know what I'm talking about. You just kind of like squat down, and then boom, you just pretend like you're fucking, bro. And then you're twerking. You're twerking like an elite level stripper. That's all it takes. So, if you guys ever, you know, want to practice your motion in the ocean for your significant other, for your lady friend, just get good at twerking. Just get good at twerking. I swear to you, it's the method. It's the moves. Future dig. 114 foe. Not spectacular. We've got some more outlaps. All right, now that we have Snuck Me Bane back in, let's watch this laggy ass dude right here, bro. Look at him. He just flicked 5 times to hit this apex. Like, what are we doing? Look at this twitchy ass internet. What are we doing? How's anybody supposed to race against this? Look at him. What the hell? This is the Sunny Haze method. Oh my god. I can't stand to watch this, bro. Let's watch Super instead. Alright, I'm gonna these talkies out, bro. I need something. It's probably the worst idea to eat Takis whenever you're like on an empty stomach, but hey, if I'm not Mexican, I don't know who is. The stereotypes are true, bro. If I could, I would eat tacos all day, and if it wasn't so absolutely disgusting for my health, I would eat Takis every day, low key. You guys hear that? This is heaven opening up in a bag. Okay, I can't open my bag. There we go. Oh, Takis come to me. Oh. Ow. Ow. Bro. Why the fuck are these Takis stale? Ugh. I bought the worst fucking bag in the store. Why are they stale? Mmm. This is so good. Mmm. 4 tenths improvement by Supra. This could put him. He could either jump Rossum or get right behind Rossum. And then put those twerk muscles to use from behind of Rossum, if you get what I'm saying. I'm just kidding, Rossum. Alright, Supra. I believe. Hey, Rozak! What are we doing? He has jumped over Rossum. Played a little bit of leapfrog there. Took a day in the other Red Bull. Maybe just finished a hot lap? Oh, hold on. I'm scratching my ear. What about business casual? On a hot lap? There we go. Yep, on a hot lap. Business casual. How we doing, Mr. Rossum? Or not Rossum, Mr. Rozak. Shouldn't you be asleep right now, bro? It's kind of late. Now, you guys can call it sus if you want, but I think the proper way to Itaki is 3 tenths improvement by business casual to take P3. What do you mean you're good? It's 3 a.m. or 2 a.m.? That's not good. You know what? I can't even judge you, Razak, because during COVID, that was my sophomore year in college. Um, all of my classes were online because pretty much everybody did move off campus because we were told to. Um, but I stayed because I didn't feel like going home. I wanted to be on campus, so I just had to fill out a waiver. And um, I didn't really lie. It's just I lied about caring. So I just said since everything was moving online, I live out in the middle of nowhere, which I do. My parents' house is out in the middle of nowhere, and I said my internet was gonna be dog shit. And my parents are older. Back then they were like 55, and so I was like, dude, they're kind of high risk, you know? They're kind of old. So they were like, yeah, you know what, fuck, you can stay on campus. Just stay on campus. And dude, I wouldn't go to sleep until like 5 in the morning, 5, 6 in the morning, because there was no class to be had in during the day. I'd be waking up in the afternoon. Honestly, it was kind of electric for a little while. Nova improves by 3.5 tenths up into P6. Mr. ATM Josh. Nope. Not on a hot lap. Jotty. Hey, yo, Sade. Swear I've done that before. So I know Jotty's a part of this league from before. Mikey Tony's letting the V-Carb ahead. Was that Jotty? Oh, it was Jotty. What's up, Jotty? Oh, dude, yes. I swear. It's like COVID was almost peak again. It's like I remember like beginning of high school was peak gaming. That was like when Fortnite was brand new. Maybe not when I was 15. Maybe not my freshman year. Maybe like my sophomore year. But that was like the peak OG times for gaming. That's when the FIFAs were at their best. Everything was at its best. And then COVID was the second coming of it was like a second gaming renaissance. It was so awesome, dude. All right, I think we just saw Nova finish lap. He's definitely in the pits. Yep. Ross on an out lap. Jotty disqualified. Did he do that on purpose? I don't. It doesn't look like he did. Jotty, no! What are we doing? All right, GLM. Waiting until the trail end of qualifying to set his time. He doesn't need to warm up. He just shows up. I remember those times, man. I just swallowed wrong. I don't even know if I said it anymore or said it before, but I like to like in my mouth break the Taki in half and then just suck the juices out of it. I don't know. It just tastes better that way. Tastes amazing. Um, you can say it's sus all you want. It's the best way to do it. But yeah, if only back then I'd invested in some like fuck it, dude. Like invest in some crypto that actually blew up. You know, start investing in like Bitcoin with a little bit of money I had, or buy some PC components before everything started getting really fucking expensive, dude. It's so annoying. All right, he qualifies P9. What is the best budget of street chips? Oh, off-brand chips? Dude, I wouldn't fucking know. You think I buy off-brand chips? Hell no. But if I had to say, I know for Pringles, there's the like Lay's chips. So instead of Pringles, there's like the Lay's Sun-Baked in like the same kind of can. Those are super cool. They're pretty good. Um, off-brand chips. Dude, I don't know. I actually have. I'm not even that big of a chips person. I don't really eat chips. Takis is like the only chips I eat really, and it's not even that much. Don't think I eat them a lot. I really don't. Um, dude, I don't know. What is Rossum doing here too? Did he abandon a lab and just wasn't able to harvest enough? Because I think he's starting on another one. I know there's more, dude. I just can't think of them. Off-brand chips. I don't know. That's a great question. Oh, I can go even faster in Belgium, Rozik. And dude, you missed it yesterday. I did like a 5 hour long stream where I played a bunch of Kerbal Space Program, explained a lot of physics and like space physics. So for those of you who don't remember or are new to my commentary here in Abraxas, I have a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering. So I know a little bit about like rockets, aerodynamics, planes, um, some decently basic astrophysics and like orbital mechanics. And so Kerbal Space Program is definitely one of my underplayed games. As much as like I am super interested in that stuff, I have never really done much in aerospace. So I played a lot of that, did some explaining of some of the physics behind space travel, and then to Rossum, not improving, not improving at all. Let's take a look at Supra. Can he improve? He's into the pits. No, he will not. What about Derek? Can Derek improve? Um, let's look at the split time. He has improved by half a tenth. So, but yeah. And then I did a Rozek. I did a race in Scrub Racing, where it was cockpit only. Like it was forced cockpit for everybody. I won, dude. I won a race. Are you proud of me? I won a race. I had fastest lap. And I mean, the game gave me cleanest driver, but nothing really happened. Snuck me Bane, putting her into the wall. Dude, the VOD is up, Rozek. The VOD is on this channel, and you guys as well if you're interested. Um, you can check it out. You can probably skip the Kerbal Space Program stuff if that's not something you're interested in, and skip straight to the race. But it was pretty stressful, dude. I was shitting my pants, like for half the race because um turn one was a bit of a mess. Somebody like locked up and spun, broke my wing. Um, and then there were like two virtual safety cars, one safety car. At one point, I outbroke myself and turned one and went into the runoff area, but it doesn't matter because I won. All right, this is the end of qualifying. We have Derek on pole. Nico Hulkenberg. Oh right, his disqualification. That's wild. Yeah, I didn't really do too much in the game because I was putting a lot of time into the explanation. But the idea behind that kind of series that I'm doing in Kerbal Space Program is to do as many calculations as I can like manually by hand. But the issue is, it has been like 3 different years, or not 3 different, but like 3 years since I've taken any aerospace classes or done anything aerospace related. So it was, it's kind of tough. I'm having to brush up on some things. That and I put the career mode in the game on a pretty punishing difficulty. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. It's not always gonna be super easy going. But yeah, I know Derek's actually on 4 poles, not all at once, but he rotates. He's a well-traveled man. Ow. Mm. Dude, these Takis are so fucking good. Mm. The only Fast and Furious movie I've ever watched was the first one, because I had it on a VHS tape growing up. I think I also had I think I had the first Mission Impossible movie on VHS as well. I had Lion King on VHS. I might have even had Lion King. Yeah, Lion King 1.5 was on VHS, I think, maybe. Um, was it? No, I think it was Lion King 2. Bro, they might be stale, but they still taste good. Okay, let's think this one through, guys. Who would know, a Mexican or a non-Mexican? I'm just assuming you're non-Mexican because even if they're stale, you wouldn't disagree with me that they're good. Dude. I'm Gen Z. Am I not Gen Z? Actually don't even know what generation I am. I was born in 2001, bro. I'm 25 years old. I only turned 25 earlier this year. I'm not that old. I grew up poor, so a lot of what I owned was from yard sales. And for you Europeans who don't know what that is, because I think it's a pretty American thing. Um, oh yeah, there's always like different like kind of parts of exactly. See, what are you talking about, homie? I know Black Eye Dominican, papi. I know Black Eye Dominican, baseball. Nah, you just nah, nah. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Stale talkies are still good, but yeah, there's always different like kind of parts of generations, but yeah, yard sales are pretty much say this really was mostly a 90s to like early 2000s thing and before that, but um so you have a house, okay? You live in a house. You have a bunch of garbage shit. You just have a bunch of random shit in your house and probably a lot in your garage if you have one because that's just like the random storage area. And you're like, "Well, I really don't want all this stuff. What if I just sell it?" And so, you would just set up outside your house in your driveway, in your yard, whatever, and people would just pull up. People would be like, "Oh shit, there's a yard sale." Almost always on the weekends, exclusively on the weekends, mostly on Sundays. And if you had a lot of stuff or you really wanted the marketing, you'd like go out to a stop sign, put a sign out, be like, "Oh, yard sale at this address," and then people would be like, "Oh shit, let's go check it out." So yeah, all my toys are from yard sales. It'd be like $1 for like a toy or something. And since they were like all adults, they all had like VHS movies and stuff. So that's where all my movies came from for a long time. I had a cabinet full. It was wild, man. It was a wild time. I had Braveheart on. Did I have Brave? I think no. Braveheart was DVD actually. What's up, Dustin? Woo! Dustin, dude, VHS was such a great time. I don't know, some in like garage sales were such an amazing time. Um, we only caught up to the norm or lifestyle late in the 2010s because the movie store closed down in like 2020. Damn, dude. Uh, dude, look, I only sound. Wait, are we doing race start? No, no formation lap? Future dig? Early start? I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! So many moves being made early on. Okay, tires. Pretty much everybody on mediums. Two people starting on softs. Wizard and Mo, why are you starting on softs? Your tires are gonna be done in like 2 laps. What are we doing? Anyways, we seem to be pretty clean so far, except for Mikey Tony. Mikey Tony, involved in some sort of something. Ah, he's what? Oh, he's lagging like crazy, broski. I forgot. I thought he was about to do a front flip on track. This is gonna suck. But the two Ferraris at the lead, this is gonna be great for Derek as Super can kind of just defend and slow everybody up behind them. He's going for the esports strat. 3 guys started on softs earlier today, bruh. These guys are some esports wannabe. You should have seen them, Dustin. They started on inters, a couple of them, for qualifying. Like, bro, you're not esports. They might actually be lower end esports, but I kind of don't care. Okay, see, the thing is, back in my day, back in like high school and middle school, uh, I had like finally gone from being a fat little meatball as an elementary school kid to being like skinny and athletic looking and shit. So skinny jeans were all the craze, and I wouldn't, dude, there were like skinny jeans. I would not wear those. Those were fucking. I knew those were ugly. I would just wear like what were they called? Like athletic cut. Dustin, don't worry about it. He's just vibing. Hulkenberg is just there. Okay, leave him alone. He just wants to race. Dude, I don't know. Ah! Okay, I just gotta ignore what Snuck Me Bane is doing. Yeah, yeah, normal fit. Cause there's like the regular. There's like boot cut. There's straight cut. It might have been straight cut. I don't know, but it was like I don't know. It wasn't skinny jeans, but they were like athletic skinny jeans. And joggers, dude. Oh my god, I remember joggers were such a big thing back in the day too. Like khaki joggers, kind of like chino style. Those were actually kind of fire. You can't lie. They were kind of fire. Um, Everybody kind of solidly set into a DRS train. There's a couple people moving up and down, but no. You're misunderstanding, Rosic. There were joggers. They were essentially sweatpants, but they were like tapered at the bottom. So they were like the skinny jeans of like sweatpants. Dustin definitely knows. I think those were a little bit of a younger demographic though for him. Um, ZLM finally overtaking the AI of Hulkenberg. Come on now. Yeah, everybody kind of set into their DRS trains. Nobody really able to make too much of a kind of any kind of headway through traffic. There we go. Ow! Dude, okay, so the one thing about stale Takis is when I break them in my mouth, because what I do is I like form a bridge across my teeth on the top, and then press really hard with my tongue to snap it in half. Stale ones are a little stiffer, and so they actually kind of hurt when I break them because they like stab my mouth. Oh man. All right. Yeah. See, like, how do you attack Snuck Me Bane when he's jumping all over the place? Look at him, bro. He's twitchy. Wait. He's just such a raw athlete, dude. Yeah, look at him. He's just a raw athlete. He's super twitchy. He's super agile. That's what it is. Dan has lost DRS though. Oh no, he hasn't. Never mind. I lied. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. The two teammates still chilling. Batman or Superman? How about this? You ready for this? Neither. Give me Spider-Man. I grew up on Spider-Man. Oh, you're talking about just fighting? I mean, nah. Have you not seen the Justice League? I never really watched that much of it, but I've seen clips of it. Dude, Blackman, Black Man, Batman is him. Everybody's terrified of Batman, bro. Superman, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern, they're all scared of him. They all respect his power. Alright, why am I getting pinged, bro? Who is pinging me in Discord? It can't be that serious, bro. And it's in all caps, too. Oh, I forgot I need to plug in my phone. Oopsies. Alright, sorry. I need to go find my charger. Why does Batman need preparation? Bro, it's not even... Ow! I just stubbed my toe. Bro, it's not even just that, right? You're kind of, you're overthinking it. Superman just played his hand and flew back. No. No. Trust, bro. It's all it's all Batman. Trust. Alright. I need to get some fucking lamps for my apartment because the bedrooms didn't come with any kind of lighting. And so once it gets dark, dude, it is dark in here. I can't do much about anything. I do have a light for the top of my stairs, but it's not very bright. Or it is bright, but it's kind of covered up by like walls. All right. Two Ferraris still in the lead. Snuck Me Bane, Dan, Iceman. Yep, everything looks to be in the same order. Ah, shit. Where do I plug this in? Oh, here, because I don't need my wheel. I think this is my wheel. Yeah. Perfect. 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 Am I in the ghetto? No! There's just no fixtures included, I guess. It's kind of weird, honestly. I don't know, man. Supra and Derek now switching positions. Snuck Me Bane still in third. Oh, what the hell, Supra? A bit of a dangerous rejoin there, but are these teammates fighting? I thought they were just kind of swapping positions just because one of them did have a little more pace, but Derek now in the lead. Snuck Me Bane in second. Dan in third. Yeah, this is not looking good for Supra. Oh, a long weekend. Yeah, so that is one way to say here in the U.S. too, but it's also called a 3-day weekend. Because long weekend kind of implies like whenever you say something is gonna be long, like a long week, it's like a bad thing. It's like this is gonna be a bad week, you know? Like long, it feels like a long one because it's dragging out. So yeah, it's usually like that kind of a weekend is a 3-day weekend is what we call it. So somebody into the pits, it is super probably wing damage. I'm fairly certain if he's pitting. Let's get this cinematic pit stop. Psych! I lied. We're not looking at. We're not looking at that. Stunky Bane closing the gap on Derek. It's pretty fire. When was South Africa's independence? Because was it in the early 1900s? I know the scramble for Africa was started in like the 17 to 1800s. 1994? Wait, well then when was the apartheid then? Or is this freedom from apartheid? Stunky Bane teleporting ahead of Derek, bro. What? See, that would have been my initial guess, Rozic. Uh, that it was in. Oh, corner cutting for Snuggly Bane. 3-second time penalty. That is pretty bad for him. Now he's going to have to hope that Derek also gets a penalty. Okay, Shawarma just has to be obnoxious, bro. No. See, Rozic, you have it backwards, bro. Derek has left the session? Hold on. Hold on. No, Rozic, see, you have it backwards. It was actually such a good system, obviously, that it didn't become obsolete until 1994. See, you're just thinking about it wrong. Alright, well now Derek is losing several positions. Did you get disconnected, Derek? I sent you an invite. I'll send you another one just in case you need it. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like it's going to be a little more than just a little disconnect. Moo. Nope, he's the AI, so he's going to be losing a lot of time. Nothing else really happening. I haven't seen much changing in the bottom either. Oh, I lied. Nova is now ahead of Rossum. It looks like Rossum was ghosted, so maybe Rossum losing a little bit of control there. It is now the Williams teammates together. Together forever and ever. Oh. A change in the lead. Snuggly Bay now behind of Dan. No, Rozic, no. You know what? Nah, that's just propaganda, Rozic. I refuse to believe it. I'm just joking. Dude, I remember what was the book called? It's the Trevor Noah. Is that his name? Trevor Noah? I'm pretty sure that's his name. Um it's I think it's a semi autobiographical book. It was such a good book, dude. Genuinely a really good book. But yeah, dude, apartheid was that's just insane to me. That is genuinely crazy. Just how that even becomes a system, a social system for so long. It is so wild to me, dude. And big ups to my boy Nelson Mandela. Big ups to the man, always doing his big man things. Definitely one of the best black people in all of history. Barack Obama gotta be up there. Martin Luther King Jr. He's up there too. Frederick Douglass. Jackie Robinson. My neighbor. I don't know my neighbor, bro, but he seems pretty chill, maybe. I think. Perhaps. I don't fucking know. They seem chill. I keep to myself, they keep to themselves, I think. Just vibing, just vibing. Dude, visiting the Caribbean would be sick, to be honest. TBH. ZLM. There's a lot of ghost. Oh, that's Derek's ghost. But I think he's back. Dude, yeah, the Caribbean sounds awesome. They have, like, beautiful waters, amazing weather. Well, you know, besides the natural disasters, but it seems like such a cool place, truthfully. It'd be really awesome, man. Oh, yeah, guys, let's shame Dustin. He's scared of flying in an airplane, bro. He's, like, deathly terrified of it. Like Dustin, come on, man, it's not that bad. Trust. I would know. I would know. I've done a lot of flying in my life. Pretty much only within the U.S. though. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I love flying. It's honestly really awesome. Oh man, Dustin's gonna have to take a boat if he ever crosses over to Europe. But though, truthfully, what would Dustin ever want to do in Europe? Europe's not ready for Dustin. Rozic. He's been disconnected again. No. I'll send him another invite, but it is looking rough for your boy. He was in the lead, man. He was looking great. He was looking great. Nova. Oh, ZLM actually is the closest. Oh wait, he's driving to an AI. I'm not gonna watch that. Dude, Derek, you're getting shafted, broski. But if it makes you feel any better, ZLM is struggling to overtake your ghost. Well, then never let Midge host again. Right, but Midge should have a free position here. Iceman, everybody overtaking Snuck Me Bane right now. I wonder what happened to him. Doesn't have wing damage. Maybe, I don't know. Just out of battery, it seems like. Nova pitting on lap 12. Is he doing a two-stop? I wonder. Yep. He's medium. He's switching on to softs. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Derek. Honestly, dude, it's one thing to get disconnected. He's retired. Haas dead. No, where'd the Haas go? I think he just left. Retired and in the pits, maybe? I don't know. I didn't see. But genuinely, it's one thing to just, keep getting disconnected. Okay, whatever. But being in the lead of the race, well faster than everybody else, seemingly, that just really fucks you over, bro. Like, what are you supposed to do at that point? You're just cucked. You're absolutely cucked, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking tonight I might stream some PGA 2K25. For those of you who don't know, which is very few of you, oh, it's because he pit. But business casual now into 7th as Snuckby Bane has pitted. A lot of gaps forming now. Jotty, the only one even remotely close to somebody, and he's close to Mikey Tony. Oh, shit, I forgot we have that. Oh, never mind. I probably won't do... I might stream a little bit of PGA after. No, Dustin, we have not. But I was thinking, since we're doing it in conjunction with PTRL, we can just do Monza. We do our Tuesdays as our practice. We can have Thursday, for this one specifically, because I didn't really thought about it, be like their practice for them. Yeah, I know, Dustin, I know. But hey, what are you going to do? Dude, so yeah, for those of you who don't know, like, you guys are all you guys are all really fast at F1 here in Abraxas, or at least some of you are. See, like, Derek is really good, um, at, Monza, or not Monza, at, F1. I am, like, disgustingly good, or was disgustingly good at PGA 2K25 at one point. I was, like, I don't know, there was this one league I joined that was, like, match play tournaments and league tournaments and doubles and whatever. They hosted a match play, like, one-on-one tournament. I won by kind of a lot, and then the league just kind of died after that. So, and some of those guys were, like, supposedly top 200, and I thought they were kind of buns. So, yeah, I'm kind of just good at it. I'm the top rank. Pretty much never lost a ranked match ever in my life. Maybe like 3 at most. Um, yeah, I used to be stupid good at it. Um, so I joined Society again, just to do some stuff in my free time now that I have more of it, and it's fine. I mean, I don't really care too much to grind it or whatever, because I'm nowhere near as good as I used to be. But those guys are really, really good. Those guys are definitely they consistently play, and so they're definitely better than me. But I think back in my heyday, I could have beaten them. But they're all pretty chill. I don't really talk to them though. But yeah, I might do that after. Fuck, dude. I forgot that the casuals like immediately after this. I think I'm gonna have to eat cereal as my dinner, which is fine. Whatever. Did anybody? Oh, I played a lot of hide and seek with my cousins. That was a very Mexican thing to do. Um, I'm thinking. Yes. Well, kind of. So this is only diabolical as far as kids go because, there were no rules. And we would actually play hide and seek go tag. So there was a home base, and so you would all go hide, and then over time you'd have to make your way back to like home base to finish the round. Mikey Tony potentially battling with Supra here. So it would always be like 10 at least of us cousins at my one cousin's house, and not really a house. It was like a big trailer, but yeah, they had a ton of woods on one side. They had a street, and then they had like two other trailers that were more family beside them, plus like a little like ha- glorified shed, which we called la casita, which is that's just Spanish for little house. It wasn't really a little house, but that's just a word for it. Let's send Derek another invite. But yeah. So the most diabolical thing probably was at one point somebody crossed the street. Nobody had ever done this before. Somebody crossed the street to go to the trailer across the street, which is more family, by the way. Um, and then them behind their trailer, they had woods. Somebody at one point, I'm pretty sure, went across the street and then into the woods of that other house or trailer. Like, bro, it is not that serious. How are you ever gonna find your way back over? I think at one point we were like, "Fuck it, bro. We're not finding them. We're just gonna start another round. If we find them through in this next round, then we find them. If not, then R.I.P. You know, they're gone forever." That was just kind of the attitude. Well, unless it was like a little kid. If it was a little cousin, then of course we'd be a little more concerned. But it was one of the older ones, so we were like, "Ah, fuck it. We don't give a shit. Let them be." Dude, I'm serious. It was ruthless. It was brutal. Like, we didn't find him. Oh well, they'll find their way back eventually. Oh man, because occasionally we would see people kind of barely go into the woods on the same side of the street, but never that deep because it was pretty shitty back there. It wasn't even just like normal woods. It was pretty. Honestly, it was almost impossible to get through because it was just like briars, thorns everywhere. It was pretty bad. Very rarely did anybody go, but we do have the Red Bulls 1-2. This is very reminiscent of last season when Derek Gonzalez and Midge actually were teammates, and near the end of the season were just dominating. Yeah, that's exactly that, Rozek. And see, the thing is, we lived so far out in the country, there was no such thing as a block. It was a collection of houses. There'd be like 5 to 6, 7, maybe 10 houses at most, and like kind of next to each other, sort of, with big yards. And then it'd be nothing. And then you'd find another clump of houses, and then nothing, and then a clump, and then nothing. That kind of thing. See, like just down the road from my house, growing up, there was this big plot of land where they had goats, they had horses, they might have even had like cows at one point. So I wonder when these guys on hards are gonna pit. I wonder how many more laps they're gonna carry these hards. They're definitely doing the one stop. Jotty, Snuck Me, Bane have already pitted. Speaking of which, Dan has pitted, meaning Midge might be pitting this next coming lap. Oh, dude, we used to do a ton of Nerf stuff. I remember that, dude. Nerf or nothing. Wait, it's Nerf or nothing. Nerf was awesome, dude. Though for Nerf, just because we didn't want to have to pick up all the darts and shit, we normally didn't do like just all out like warfare stuff. If it was a smaller group of us, we'd actually just do like little like sniper competitions. We just like line cans up and then just do a certain distance and see who could knock the most down. So that was really fun, dude. I genuinely, because we were all somewhat kind of poor. My family was one of the more poor ones. My like immediate family, right? My household. Like my cousins would always get the new consoles though. They would always have like a brand new like Xbox, the original. They had a PlayStation 2, and I would have a PlayStation 1. They'd have all the different Game Boys. They'd have all the different DSs, that kind of stuff. But it really was a lot of like a 90s experience growing up for all of us. It was really cool, man. It was really awesome. It was I can't even imagine what it must be like now, bro. It's like all video games, and then people get all twisted if you have, I don't know, like kids are outside and unsupervised. And yeah, honestly, I wouldn't feel safe having my kids unsupervised outside anymore, dude. There's some crazy creeps crawling around these days. Back in the 90s, bro. Not even, I say back in the 90s. I wasn't alive in the 90s, but yeah, growing up for me, dude, it was just like, I don't know, there was just nothing ever going on. Though, of course, it depends on where you live. See, like, I lived out in the country, so, whatever it is. Yeah. I remember, dude. I remember, like, only my dad had a phone, and we didn't really have a house phone. So it'd be like, all right, I'm off to work. I'll see you guys maybe at some point. And it'd get late, and we'd be like, oh fuck, he's not back yet. Oh no, where's dad at? Where's pops? And then he'd get back late. He's like, sorry, we worked under like a spotlight just to get the job done, so we could carry on from it tomorrow or whatever. And be like, bruh, there was no way to know. You could have told us, man. Send smoke signals or something. Uh, Midge has pit after his teammate Dan went into the pits. Snuckby Bane holding his pace with Dan right now. Jotty as well. Detective Midge coming out directly in front of Jotty. Rossum overtaking Supra. Oh, a little bit of a switchback, and he's executed it perfectly. Rossum going a little deep. Supra retaining his position. Well done. That was honestly pretty beautiful to watch. But Rossum chasing him very, very vigorously right now. Oh, Rozak, I don't know about that, bro. It never felt like an adventure for me. My dad worked in construction and roofing. Dude, that was punishment. What do you mean? What do you mean I have to be out here in 100-degree weather and haul a bunch of shit around? It wasn't very often that my dad did that because not until like high school. He would work from like 7, 6 in the morning to like 6, 7 in the afternoon. Yeah, dude. For a long time growing up, I pretty much just would never see him. Not never, but I wouldn't see him until way late. And then once I started doing like soccer, school soccer, Nova picking up a 3-second time penalty. Supra pitting. What is he pitting off of and pitting onto? He's pitting off of hards. Oh, 2-stop for Supra. Okay. But yeah, once I started doing like school soccer, travel soccer, I really wouldn't see him for a while. And honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought because when I would get home, he'd be vibing, he'd be chilling. We'd like sometimes he'd wait to eat dinner with me, so that'd be really cool. Cause yeah, both my parents worked for so long that we almost never actually had dinners together as a family, as you see like in American shows or whatever. It was just kind of my mom would cook food. She probably wouldn't eat then. Me and my brother would eat maybe if I didn't have practice. Um, yeah, it was always very just like people would eat whenever they'd eat, and so we if we were one of the last ones eating, we'd have to heat up the food, right? So it was what it was. It was fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, the food was good, dude. My mom was an excellent cook, world class, some would say. Derek losing position to business casual at the moment as Iceman still chasing behind Rossum right now. There haven't been too many upsets in this race. I mean, it's kind of how Barcelona goes, I guess. You have the one really long pit straight that is, the main source of overtakes. From there, it really just comes down to you kind of hoping somebody ahead of you makes a mistake and you can take advantage of it. Derek has left the session. He is DNF'd in the pits. I guess he's just calling it quits. He's saying, fuck this, I'm out. It's not worth my time. We have 12 more laps, 11 and a half. Josh, 3-second time penalty. And then also, we played a ton of soccer growing up too, man. Oh my god, that's brutal, Rozic. You'd be over at your friends, their mom cooks you food, and you're like, no, no, no. No can do. Not as good as my mom's. I don't want your toxins. I don't want your poison. Get it out of my face. That's brutal. Why would you do that, man? That's mean. Oh my god. That's crazy. Ah! Alright, ATM Josh, Supra fighting with Nova at the moment. Iceman chasing after Rossum. And then from there on out, it's just kind of all separate people. Yeah, not much else. Iceman just really staying behind of Rossum with the help of DRS. Alright, homie. Have a good one, Rosie. Go to sleep, get some rest. It takes a lot of sleep to look as cute as you. You know what I mean? ATM Josh has overtaken Nova. I don't know. I wasn't watching, but it is still a three-way fight between Josh, Nova, and Supra. Midge has caught up to Snuck Me Bane at the moment. There's a safety car. Hold on. What the hell happened? It's a virtual though. No safety car coming out, so that's pretty good. Maybe just somebody spinning. Let's look at this restart here because this is gonna be electric. Snuck Me Bane going into the pits under the virtual. Pretty good timing for him, as he gets off of used medium or used hards to get onto mediums probably. Same with Jotty. Super a little itchy here to get started. Still no race restart. Jotty dropping into P8 after pitting. Could be more here. Nah, just P8. How much longer could this VSC go on? Seems like we're restarting though. Yep. Nothing too exciting in this race restart, but we do have an Aston Martin very close behind of the Williams. Oh, hold on. I think I just got asked a question in my league. I think somebody's asking how I got my membership up. Well, some lore for my league. I nuked a different league. And as bad as that sounds, I was an admin in that league, and I don't know, dude. Things were just not going in a positive direction long run. So I kind of cut that at its roots as soon as I could. Made something of my own where I had real power, real authority, and things have been going amazing since then. So I think it was a great decision. A little, yes, definitely a little immoral, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sorry, I'm just typing that all out as an explanation. Oh, Supernova. Nova's dropped two positions. Maybe, nope, not moving, not making a move in Retribution. Now in third of this three-car train right now. And yeah, it's just the Nova. What have we done? Nova spins it around pretty quickly. Will not be losing any more positions though. But P11 pretty much guaranteed at best for him. And then the other thing I did to kind of grow our population was, hey, I'm talking here. Keep it clean. I'm talking here. But you know, you guys know me as a commentator. I also commentated for a million different leagues, and people liked me. Wizard of Mo leaving the session. Ooh, I don't think I have him added, honestly. Um, but yeah, you know, people seem to like my commentary. People think I'm funny. I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. Um, like I don't know. I'm more of an in-person funny guy. I would say, you know, I'm more entertaining in person. I think. I don't know, bro. No. He's saying, "Oh no, Snuck Me Bane, what are you doing?" Add. I can't add people once I'm in the lobby, broski. You got to do that beforehand. You got to add me. You can't add people once you're in a lobby. I can't search. Look, I'll show it to you. I can't search for. I can't search. This is only people that I already have added. Unfortunate Bane. Unfortunate Bane. Unfortunate. Yeah, you are cooked. But yeah, so you know, I don't know. You guys seem to think I'm entertaining. So I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Can we do this? Wait, what? What is he asking me, bro? I just told him I staged a coup in a different league. What do you mean, can we do this? Uh. Alright, sorry. I've just been getting some pings for my league. Gotta stay on top of things, you know? Ooh, Jotty! Shake that ass for me, Jotty. Shoddy. Jotty, Shoddy. Dude, Jotty sounds like somebody who'd be in Magic Mike. Just something about him, you know? He has like 12 pack of abs. When he strips down, even men gasp and like faint, you know? You know what I mean? I think you guys know exactly what I mean, bro. Not many more battles going on. We're at 2, 5, 6 more laps, I think. Yes, six and a half. 5.5, I mean. 5.5 laps. Dan and Midge definitely. Dan and Midge should. Either one of them are guaranteed a win here, as Rossum is 12 seconds behind. They've just let Mikey Tony, it seems like. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a guaranteed Red Bull win, pretty much, as long as they don't do anything stupid. Iceman could potentially steal a podium here from Rossum, but he's really struggling. He should have the DRS. Oh no, he's missed it. This DRS detection is really early, so he's gone. He's cooked. ZLM chasing behind him. Not that he's that big of a danger, as he does have time penalty. Oh my god. ZLM, what are we doing with 6 seconds, broski? That's insanely punishing. He's gonna have to. Oh wait, he's chilling. Should be an easy top 5. Snuck Bane has 3 seconds of time penalties, and then Jotty's not exactly catching up to Snuck Bane, so he's chilling right now. He's not even worried about a thing. All right, look at the tire difference here for these two. So Midge should have this end of race pace as the mediums of Dan start to fail. So this could be a Midge win. Oh, the Alpina spun! That's Mikey Tony, I do believe. He's recovered, though, and he has taken some damage, it looked like, to the front wing. So, we have avoided a virtual. We have avoided a safety car. A Ferrari. Something happened to this Ferrari. Supra's left the session. He's DNF'd. This could bring out a virtual or a safety car if we are unlucky. I think we're fine, though. I think we're chilling. Yeah, Supra dead, dude. Oh, my God. What happened to him? Jotty gaining on Snuck Me Bane's AI. Could be a free position here. Well, it kind of will be anyways. As, yeah, and ESD, I forgot, Bane is AI, so ZLM just kind of nothing to worry about there. Detective Midge hasn't really been catching up to his teammate Dan either. Jotty has overtaken the AI of Snuck Me Bane. Not much else going on. Actually, I lied. ZLM is catching up to Iceman. Could even sneak into a P4. I guess Iceman maybe lost control, losing a lot of time to the car behind. And then ahead of them is a Williams of Rossum. Yep. We're about to have 3 laps left. See, ZLM, it's gonna be hard for ZLM. He has 6 seconds. It doesn't even matter if he overtakes Iceman or not. It's not gonna matter. He's kind of stuck in P5. There's honestly even no use in fighting. I mean, it would take a huge mistake from Iceman, and he just lost the position. Just like that, he's lost the position. He's now gonna finish at best P6, at best. So now, dude, I don't know. This is rough for him. This sucks. Jotty is catching up to him. It doesn't even matter. Midge may be finally catching up as we have 3 laps left. Business casual ahead of Snuck Me Bane. Wait, what? Oh, that's the AI. Yeah, that's kind of about it. Wait, how's Snuck Me Bane catching up? What? How are you letting an AI catch you, bro? Bro, Chacho. Yeah, I don't think ZLM is really focused on getting ahead of Iceman. He's just trying to hold on to DRS. Maybe let that slingshot him. Oh, his tires are so old though. Jotty's got the position. He's got P5. So really the only thing in any kind of a danger is Iceman on Rossum and Midge on Dan. That is really the only positions to exchange hands this late in the race. 2 laps left. Oh, I still have this thing up, stupid. He is maybe about to get DRS. Should be able to, yes. He's very low on battery, though. They're both low on battery. 2 teammates can fight, and they're leading the constructors, aren't they? I think they are. ZLM has overtaken Iceman, actually. Which doesn't really gain him much. At all, if anything. Oh, he might not get the DRS. DRS is crucial. He might be able to sneak it. He might be able to sneak it. He has not. No DRS for him down this sector 2 straight. Oh, I'm gonna go call freak. Unfortunate. Can't answer my girlfriend. I've got it on my calendar, bro. I got it on my calendar that I commentate. All right. Midge will have DRS down the pit straight though. Mikey Tony with the time penalty. ZLM still ahead of Iceman, but losing time to Jotty still. Midge just does not have the battery to even attempt an overtake on Dan. Last lap. Very unlikely to have any kind of last lap shenanigans. I do kind of expect Midge to get ahead though for the race win. This is a dominant team. Though, granted, we didn't have Derek for pretty much the entire race as he kept getting disconnected. So I am curious to know maybe how that could have kind of affected the race, what the end result could have been. Were Derek able to stay connected and not lose so much time because of the AI driving? I think we're going to see a Dan victory here. All he has to do is just kind of keep it under control, and there's really nothing that Midge can do. It's going to be a Dan win. First time seeing Dan drive, and Midge just got a time penalty, so that fully guarantees his second place. But crossing the finish line is Mr. Dan the Man, TDM. That's a reference for you guys. 1-2 for the Red Bulls. Rossum will be getting a podium here. 3rd place for the Williams. That's pretty good, man. That's well done. That is well done. ZLM, yet to be seen due to his penalties. It is 9 seconds. It looks like he'll be dropping more than 2 positions potentially. He's dropped 1. He's dropped 2, and I think it'll just be those 2 positions. Never mind. So he will finish P6. Business Casual, 7. Snuck Me Bane, 8th. And then Nova and Josh rounding out the points here. That brings this Spain Grand Prix in Barcelona to a close. We have Dan the Man winning this race for the Red Bulls. Midge was maybe able to win, just not fast enough at the end though. But yeah, congrats to Mr. Dan. He's pretty cooked. He's not cooked. He cooked in the race. He did really good. So kudos to you, Mr. Dan the Man. But let me just get this stuff. So I mean, I feel like dude, driver of the day has to go. Either it has to be Jotty, dude. 16th to 4th. That's 12 positions. You could say though, Dan from 6th to 1st or Midge 9th to 2nd. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. And then let me just get these incidents just in case people need them. I've been forgetting to do this recently, but yeah. That is it for this race for Abraxas. You guys are awesome. I'm back. I'm back, boys. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. You guys are always awesome, and I hope to see you next week for another exciting Abraxas racing series. Yes, Abraxas racing series. Next week. So yeah, have a good night, guys. You are always amazing, and I hope you enjoyed. Good night.